Hi, my name's James from Holden. I'm here to talk about the new range of cameras from our good friends over at Birddog, the X1 and the MAKI. Let's start with the X1. This camera sits as the entry level of the new flock of cameras, but in true Birddog style, they've managed to pack a huge amount of functionality in, and at less than 1K for the X1, it's pretty impressive what you get for your investment. Now, the first thing that jumps out is the redesigned chassis. They've opted for a single-sided design that looks really neat. It's worth noting that at release, this camera comes in two flavours. Now, the X series cameras also feature AI auto tracking on board, which allows for simple subject tracking in controlled environments. You'll also notice the large halo tally light around the front edge. Now, both the X1 and the X1 Ultra sport the most visible and effective tally system available, up front and round the back with an interchangeable illuminated numbering system. There is a large, always-on e-ink display to show the camera information, including output format and IP address. Another nice feature here is the QR code. Now, this allows you to quickly scan this on your mobile device to access the web UI. Really great feature, especially for rental houses that need a quick reset after a gig or a hire. For an entry-level camera, you get a huge amount of connectivity options. It includes an RJ45 for serial, HDMI and USB-C for connecting directly to Zoom, Teams and most other apps that support a UVC input. They also have a secondary RJ45 port for network connection, as you'd expect, and this is PoE compatible, so not PoE Plus like the previous range. It wouldn't be a Birddog product without mentioning NDI. Now, the X1 and the X1 Ultra are both NDI HX3 certified devices. Albeit these cameras do not feature full bandwidth NDI, they do offer dual network outputs. This allows you to combine HX3 and SRT protocols for seamless on-premises and CDN connectivity. You may have noticed these new cameras have grown a tail. In fact, this is a Wi-Fi AC antenna to allow you to get these cameras into spaces without the need for a hardwired Ethernet connection. It's worth considering that for any integrated systems, it's always worth using the hardwired connections, but having this wireless option as well really opens these cameras up for unique deployments and creative ad hoc setups. Something else that's unique to this new range and that offers real expansion of this functionality over previous cameras is the built-in NDI HX decoder. That's right, you can now send a return feed back to the camera and use the onboard HDMI output to feed this to an external display. The use cases for this are vast, but some key ones that immediately come to mind are either sending a return program feed or for use as a comfort monitor. Let's move on and talk about box cameras. The PF120 was a hugely popular product, so I'd like to introduce you to its replacement, the MAKI Ultra. As with the X1, these cameras have two models available, both a full 4K 60, with the only difference being between the two is the lens that's on the front. You'll notice a similar amount of I/O on the rear to the X1, with the addition of a 3G SDI connection and a 3.5mm audio in and out. The MAKI box camera features the same halo tally light as the X series cameras. So if you are using these in a multi-camera setup, you know the tally will remain consistent across all of your Birddog cameras. Looking down the side of the camera, rather than adopting an e-ink display, Birddog have opted for some physical buttons to allow you to adjust your framing or exposure on the fly without needing a PC. Now, who doesn't love a good button press? I know I do. Now, to wrap up, I'd really just like to highlight the image quality from both series of cameras. It's superb straight out of the box, and even in full auto mode, they really don't miss a beat. These cameras are available now, and please don't hesitate to get in touch if you do have a Birddog project you'd like to discuss. Thank you for your time, and please drop any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you.